Hi guys, it's Stock Curry, and I am so excited. I've got so much good news for you. So let's get into it. First of all, when we're looking at the market correction, there are a ton of signs that we are at the bottom and we are starting to rebound. Guys, this is amazing. Let me just go through them for you real fast. Number one, the Nasdaq closed in correction territory today. Now that's very, very important. Let me tell you why. We all know that a market correction was coming. We needed a market correction, a reset in the market. The problem is, if the Nasdaq had said bottom out at 9% and started to go back up, the problem would have been that psychologically people would have said, well, technically that wasn't a correction, since a correction is technically a drop of more than 10% from all-time highs, and it was only 9%, so therefore it wasn't really a correction, and maybe we still need an actual correction. Psychologically, it would have been tough to rebound. But because we finally closed in correction territory today on the Nasdaq, now we can all say, okay, we got the correction that we were all waiting for. Now we can turn around and start going back up. So that's the number one thing that I'm really excited about, that shows we can finally rebound and start going back up. Number two is this. The markets have hit their bottoms. They've retested those Friday lows and they're starting to rebound. The Asian markets are green. The futures tomorrow are green. So it looks like we are going to have a green day on Tuesday. Now, we probably will have a red day on Wednesday or Thursday. And at that point, I think that will be the bottom. I don't know if it's going to be Wednesday or Thursday, but one of those 2 days, I think we're going to have a bottom. I'm pretty confident we're going to have a green day on Friday, as everybody is in great expectation of a stimulus bill being passed. Keep in mind that they have to pass the stimulus bill by Sunday, because that's when all of the pandemic relief stuff expires. So they got to get it done by Sunday. It's a hard deadline. So for sure, they're going to get it done Friday or this weekend, which is why I think we're going to have a green day on Friday. The other thing that shows that the market is bottoming out and starting to rebound is this. A lot of the high growth stocks that have come way down, they needed to come way down, good. They came way down. A lot of those have started to rebound. Pretty much all of them are oversold at this point. Some of those have started to rebound. We saw clear rebound signs today, and a lot of them, I think we're going to get clear rebound signs over the next 2 and 3 days. Guys, this is it. We are at the bottom right now. For some of the stocks you chose, the bottom was on intraday on Friday. For some of the stocks you chose, the bottom was today. For other stocks, it's going to happen on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Okay? So over the course of the week, obviously the whole market isn't going to rebound altogether. It's going to happen in stages. Friday, we got a few stocks. Today, we got more stocks. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we'll get more and more and more stocks. And then eventually, everything will just start going back up. Now, that's all the great news I have for you guys on the market. This week, we are at the bottom. We are starting to rebound on some stocks already, and we'll start rebounding on the rest of the stocks throughout the remainder of this week. Great, great, great news. I'm super excited. It is finally time to start making some money again. Man, these past few weeks have been rough. Okay, the next great news that I have for you guys is this. I today posted on my Twitter and my Facebook 20 stocks that I think are going to double in the next 2 to 3 months. These are all stocks that have been completely beat down during this market correction, and these are 20 stocks that I feel could possibly double over the next 2 to 3 months. Now, if you guys aren't following me on Twitter and Facebook, I have links to both of those in the description below. Just look in the description, and under the About Stock Curry section, you can find my Twitter and Facebook links. So make sure you get on there and you follow me on there. I give all my buys and sells, and I give, a few additional stock picks intraday. It's completely and totally free. Just jump on there and you guys can take a look at that. All right. The next great news that I have for you guys is this. I finally have details on that Webull transfer promotion. Now, if you're still stuck in Robinhood or some other brokerage account, the problem that you guys have been running into for a long time is you don't have access to the full pre-market and after hours trading. The pre-market opens at 4 a.m. on the East Coast and it ends at 8 p.m. on the East Coast. If you don't have access to trading from 4 a.m. to 8 p.m., you got to get on Webull. And right now, they're doing a Webull transfer promotion. The problem a lot of you guys have had is you didn't want to pay the $75 transfer fee with Robinhood. Now you don't have to. So here, let me explain how that works. First of all, the standard Webull promotion is in place. It remains in place. You open an account, you deposit $100, you get 2 free stocks worth up to $1,850. That's true for everybody. I did that. I already had an account on TD Ameritrade, but I really like Webull better, so I opened up an account on Webull and got my 2 free stocks. It was great. I loved it. It's free money. It's awesome. So I definitely recommend you have multiple brokers, because a lot of times TD Ameritrade crashes during really, really high volume days. And even in very busy days where I can't get into my TD Ameritrade account, I can still jump on Webull and trade. I've never had a problem with Webull going down. I've always been able to trade on it. So that's what I love about Webull. Plus, it's great tools and charting and all that stuff. Now, here's the transfer promotion details, okay? It's a little complicated, so just follow me for a second. Okay, Webull is going to reimburse your transfer fee. Oh, by the way, hold on. All of this requires a minimum $800 account transfer value, okay? If you can't transfer at least $800, it's not going to apply. But so long as your stocks and cash is currently worth at least $800, you'll get this promotion. So they're going to reimburse your transfer fee up to $100. The way that works is you'll end up paying the $75 with Webull, and then when your account gets in, you'll end up paying the $75 with Robinhood, and then when your account gets over to Webull, they're going to reimburse you the $75. So they'll basically put $75 in your account. So number one, they're going to reimburse your transfer fee up to $100. Second thing they're going to do is they're going to give you free level 2 data for 3 months. Now, that's with a minimum $800 account transfer. Then you also get free stocks on top of that, on top of the 2 free stock promotion, if you end up transferring more. So if your account transfer is $2,000 or more, you're going to get 5 free stocks in addition to the other 2. And those 5 additional free stocks are going to be worth between $45 and $8,000. If you're able to transfer $10,000 or more, you're going to get 10 free stocks worth between $90 and $16,000. And finally, if you're able to transfer $25,000 or more, you're going to get 25 free stocks worth between $225 and $40,000. So this is a huge, huge transfer promotion. They're going to reimburse your transfer fees, give you free level 2 data, and give you additional free stocks in addition to the 2 that you normally get. So if you want to gain access to all of that, I have a link in the description below. Just check the description of this video, click the link, and you'll get the 2 free stocks for opening an account and depositing $100, plus the transfer reimbursement fee, the free level 2 data, and up to 25 additional free stocks depending upon how much you guys transfer. All right, guys, let's get into today's stock picks. For those of you who are new to this channel, my name is Stock Curry. I used to work as an analyst for some large investment banks, and now I analyze stock picks from the top 10 YouTubers. I then compile all of my analysis into a daily video that I post right here on this channel. I spend hours every day watching YouTube videos so that you don't have to. All you have to do is watch one video each day and you will get every single stock pick from the top 10 YouTubers. And all I ask in return is that you click that like button, subscribe, then click the bell icon and all so that you can get notified when I release my next video. In fact, I'll give you 5 seconds to do that right now. Okay, before we get to today's stock picks, I just want to remind everyone that I am not a financial advisor and none of the YouTubers I follow are financial advisors either. Today's video is strictly for entertainment purposes only. For those of you who are wondering, you are currently looking at the Webull desktop app. Webull is the app that I use for my trading, and it is also the app that I use in all of my videos. All right, let's get started with today's stock picks. First up is AYRO. This is AYRO, and they're an American commercial EV manufacturer and a competitor to Workhorse. Dead Inside gave an update today on AYRO, mentioning that an article was released this morning stating that AYRO is developing a zero-emission vehicle that will help make vaccines more accessible. Dead Inside said he is invested in AYRO because it is a good recovery stock. I don't have time to go into the full details of this announcement, so if you want more information, please go watch Dead Inside's video that he uploaded Monday. Next up is BA, Boeing. The traveling trader thinks BA would make a good pandemic recovery play. They have a 70% upside to get back to pre-pandemic levels. This is a long-term play. Next up is CCL. This is Carnival Cruise Lines, and the traveling trader mentioned CCL as a good cruise line to buy because it still has a 75% upside to get back to pre-pandemic levels. But I will remind you that last year, CCL doubled their shares and sold a large portion of the company to the Saudis. So because of that, CCL should only get to half of its pre-pandemic level before it is technically back to pre-pandemic levels, and it's almost there. That is why I personally recommend Norwegian Cruise Line Holdings, ticker symbol NCLH, instead. No matter which one you choose, these are both long-term hold plays. Next up is CRWD. This is CrowdStrike. This is a cybersecurity company used by banks and other large companies to help cybersecurity professionals manage threats. Chris Saint likes CRWD as a long-term play. Now technically this had an inverse hammer candlestick today, which is a weak signal for reversal. The RSI is oversold, but the MACD is still bearish, and the price is still sitting between the 100-day and 200-day EMAs. So this stock might continue to drop this week before bottoming out. If you want to buy CRWD, try to buy near the 200-day EMA or around $160. Next up is CTRM. This is Castor Maritime, and they are a commercial shipping company. I wanted to personally give you an update on CTRM because I know it's a hot stock and there's something going on technically that you guys need to know about. Now, I've been saying for a few weeks now that we need to wait for a clear bottom before buying CTRM, and I wanted to let you know that with today's bounce, we now have a clear bottom. The RSI is turned up, the MACD is turned up, and we have a clear bounce off of the 100-day EMA. Since we now have 3 bullish indicators all in agreement, now is the time to buy CTRM. For everybody who is waiting for a bottom on this stock, the time to buy is now. I will give you a price target of $1.58. Next up is F. This is Ford, and Chris Saint thinks F will outperform in 2021. They are in the process of building more and more EVs, which is good for long-term growth. Now technically this did break through a level of resistance last week, which is good. This has already gone up quite a bit this year, but I do think it has more room to run. If you decide to buy F, make sure you buy this as a long-term play. Next up is GE. Chris Saint said this could still run another 15 to 20% by the end of this year. Now personally, I think GE has run up too much lately, and I would wait for a pullback before buying. This should get back down to the 21-day EMA at some point, and that would be the best time to buy. Next up is JETS. This is an airlines ETF. The traveling trader thinks this would be a good ETF to buy if you do not want to pick and choose individual airline stocks. Airline stocks in general are a good pandemic reopening play. Jets has about 20% more upside before it gets back to pre-pandemic levels. The traveling trader did stress that this is a long-term play. Next up is Li Auto. This is a Chinese EV company, and StockMo said he is waiting until Tuesday or Wednesday to buy Li. This remains bearish on all indicators. It is also showing oversold on all indicators. So when this does bottom out this week, it should rebound nicely. Even the analysts have an average price target of $38.67, which represents an 81% upside. Li could double by the end of this year. Next up is MESA. This is MESA Air. Chris Saint thinks MESA will perform well in 2021. Now technically this is overbought and the MACD is about to turn bearish, so I would wait for a pullback before buying MESA. Next up is NIO. This is NIO, and they're a Chinese EV manufacturer. StockMo showed us that NIO has an average analyst price target of $66.67, which represents an 89% upside from Monday's closing price. Amongst all of the EV stocks, NIO has the highest upside potential by percentage, followed by LI. Now technically, I will also tell you that this is oversold in the RSI and MACD. Also, this closed Monday at the 200-day EMA with an inverted hammer, so this could turn around and start going back up from here. Next up is NNDM. This is Nano Dimension, and they're a 3D computer chip printer manufacturer. Richard Allen is excited because it's back above $8 in the after hours. The RSI is rebounding and turning bullish, and the MACD is going back up as well. The price action also bounced right off of the 200-day EMA and has started a rebound. When you're looking for a bottom on stocks, this is exactly what you are looking for. This is a textbook rebound. Next up is PTON. This is Peloton, and Richard Allen said this company is going to be a growth beast in the next 5 to 10 years, and said it is a great long-term hold. Now technically this stock is clearly oversold. While we don't have a clear bottom yet, I really don't think PTON is going to fall much further. So if you're interested in buying PTON, I think now is the best time to buy. Next up is SOL. This is Reyna Solar Power, and they're a solar company. Keen and Grace let us know that their business model is to buy cheap land, then build solar panels on the land, and then sell the land to the highest bidder. They recently had a direct offering at $25 per share, and now the share price is way below that. Keen and Grace also let us know that more large institutions are adding to their positions at SOL than reducing their positions. Now technically this stock is very close to bottoming out, and it should do so sometime this week if it didn't already bottom out on Monday. Long story short, the technicals look great on this stock, but wait for a clear bottom before buying. Next up is SQ. This is Square. The traveling trader likes SQ because they are a profitable company and they have a lot of different revenue channels. This is a long-term play for him. Now technically I will tell you that this is still very bearish, and it does look like it might get down to the 200-day EMA at $180 before rebounding and going back up. Next up is TSLA. This is Tesla. They're an American EV manufacturer. StockMo bought TSLA today. This stock is currently at the long-term trend line, which could act as a level of support. Stronger support will be at the 200-day EMA at $520. But either way, this is very close to a bottom and should start rebounding sometime this week. Richard Allen also said he is buying TSLA right now. Next up is WKHS. This is Workhorse, and they're an American commercial EV manufacturer. Keen and Grace said this remains in a buy zone. Although they lost the USPS deal, they blew earnings out of the water, and their backlog runs all the way into 2021. I listed this as one of 19 stocks that I thought could double in the next 2 to 3 months. This is a long-term hold for Keen and Grace. Next up is XRT. This is a retail ETF, and the traveling trader said XRT would make a good ETF to buy if you do not want to pick individual retail stocks to buy. The retail sector as a whole is a good pandemic recovery play. This is a long-term play. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and got a lot out of it. Comment down below what your favorite stock pick is. And if you want to get some free stocks, sign up for Webull using my link in the description below. When you sign up, they're going to give you 2 free stocks worth up to $1,850, and they're going to give me 1 free stock also. Helps you out and also helps the channel out. Just keep in mind you do have to deposit at least $100 to get that promotion. Finally, remember to hit the like button, subscribe, and click that bell icon if you haven't already. I hope you have a lot of success trading, and I will see you tomorrow.